Hi everyone, it's me, Krylios, Team Rayceen Productions MC and producer. And today I'm with the one, the only, the iconic, the legendary Rayceen Pendarvis. Hey Rayceen.
Hey, love. Bam! Hi, everybody. Greetings and salutations.
It is so great to be here because we are joined by our special guests, Chris and Morgan from HeadCount. Hey Chris, hey Morgan.
Hello.
Oh, so great to be here.
Thank you for being here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, we love HeadCount so much, and so we're so happy to have you here. It's a new year, it's the election time, it's midterms. So let us get into it. What is going on? Give us some updates, and how can everyone have a part to play in these upcoming elections?
Yeah, well, there's so much going on. There's stuff going on in every state in the country. I can give you a quick rundown of what's going on our local area in the DMV, and then Morgan is located up in New York, so she can tell you a little bit about what's going on up there, as well as give you kind of a preview of what's going on around the nation. But first and foremost, I just want to let everybody know, if you go to headcount.org, it's a one-stop shop for all your voting needs. Registration, change your name, change your address, change your party, learn something new every day, just everything. Yeah, down here in Maryland on June 28th, we have a primary where folks are going to vote for governor. They're going to vote for one of their senators, as well as all their representatives. The deadline for registration for that is June 7th. Meanwhile, in Virginia and DC, we have primaries on the 21st. Virginia, it's an open primary, so you just show up. As long as you're registered by May 30th, show up at the polls on the 21st. You can pick whichever ballot you want. You can only pick one. Don't try to do two. But you can tell them which one you want. But in DC, you have to pick your party. It's a closed primary, so you need to register by May 31st and pick your party at the time. If you don't have a party, you're not going to get to vote in those primaries. So Morgan, what's the status up in New York?
Yeah, so first off, I'll just say, midterm years are notoriously tough to get voters to turn out. There's actually a 50% drop off in turnout for midterms. So that just means that we have an even bigger chance to make an impact in these elections. And then there's also 4 million new 18-year-olds this year alone. So they are all eligible to vote in this election as well. If that applies to you, please get started early, get registered to vote, and get out there. So specifically in New York, we have a primary coming up on June 28th as well. There is a very specific deadline. If you are already registered, but you would like to change your party, that has to be done by Valentine's Day. It's a very outlying deadline. So make sure if you're registered with a party and you'd like to switch it, get that done by Valentine's Day. Then your general, if you're not registered to vote, get registered to vote by June 3rd is the general deadline. And then, of course, we all have elections on November 8th this year. That is the big midterm day. We'll be voting in New York alone. We're voting on governor, lieutenant governor, attorney general, comptroller, including a lot of ballot proposals. And even 3 of those include racial justice issues. So very important that we show up. And the last thing I'll mention is we are a national organization. So if you're ever interested in volunteering with us at a festival, at a show, at a community event, please check out headcount.org, get signed up. We'd love to have you out there with us to do this really important work.
Awesome. And since you're watching it right here, if you are in the DMV area, that's DC, Maryland, Virginia, we have conducted so many interviews with so many different candidates that will be running in all the different elections during this time. So go ahead and check that out. Check it out, see the candidates, see what they're here for, see what they're talking about, so that you can make an informed decision come election time. And we also have interviews with people from all across the nation, not just the DMV. So check that out as well. If you're from New York, if you're from California, if you're from Minnesota, check it out. All right, we have those here in our election playlist, our 2022 election playlist here on the Team Rayceen YouTube channel. So get into it. It's election season. Things are about to change, and you must make sure that your voice is heard. So thank you so much. Rayceen, take us out.
Oh, wow. Well, let me just add this. For those who are concerned about COVID issues surrounding those issues, please remember, vote early. And how can they do that? But for those who would say, I don't want to show up at the poll, I don't want to wait until the day of my election, what are their options? HeadCount?
Yeah, so you can get an absentee ballot, which you can order directly from our website as well, and send it in ahead of time, or you can show up on site to an early voting poll site. It usually is different from your normal poll site, so make sure you check where that location is. New York has like a week-long early voting period. Other states have shorter or longer, so just check out what's available in your area, but absentee ballot is by far the safest. Just make sure you pay attention to those deadlines.
Awesome, awesome. So once again, everyone, you can go to headcount.org to check your status and register to vote before the primaries, before the midterms. Get it together now. Thank you so much for being here. And most of all, to our viewers, thank you for watching. Bye, everyone.